Tell you something else. There's a lot to be said for making people laugh. Did you know that's all some people have? It isn't much, but it's better than nothing in this cockeyed caravan.
Listen, folks, it's time to start the JC. The JC used to be over an hour, and now the JC is only about 15 minutes, and then we end the JC. But we got to talk about the week. I did 2 comedy open mics, got on stage twice, and I went to a comedy show. But before that, I want to say I did not do a prank call show this week. I could make the excuse and say my dad was off for a couple of days, but I really just got lazy. I don't know, maybe I was just sick or whatever. I don't know what it was, or I just probably just lazy. But most people don't listen to the prank call show anyways. But we got a whole week next week in May. That's the good thing about May. It's a long month. And speaking of that, another episode of Tales from the Shit is probably going to drop probably tomorrow, the Monday after this episode drops. So to talk about the week, Monday night, I went to this open mic in New Hope called John and Peters. It's a music comedy open mic. I carpool with 2 comedians, one with the Cookie and this other comic, Cynthia, who I've known for a long time. And we had to walk a dog first, and then we went there. We got there a couple minutes after the list came out. We were all the way at the end. There was a lot of musicians, and the musicians get more stage time. And these guys were a bunch of douchebags. They fucking, it was like the same guys, but they cheated the list. They pretty much signed up as different names and had the same people, and there would just be one different guy. So I was fucking pissed. We didn't get on until like 11 o'clock at night, which is crazy. I never wait that late to get on. And we got chuckles and everything. And some of the musicians were cool. They came up to us and they were like, hey, you guys were funny. But I didn't get home till like 12:30. Wow. You guys know I never usually stay out that late for comedy. And then Wednesday, I went with the Cookie to this open mic in Bristol. This comedian, Coleman Green. It's called Hibbos or something. And it's like in the basement of this Irish bar. He had about 10 comics. We were signed up in the middle, and I had 2 beers for the first time. In about 2 weeks I haven't drunk. I was doing good, and I don't know why. The beers there are $3, so I didn't have to drink, but I said to myself, it's hard not to drink. You go down to the city, they charge about $8 for a beer. Here it's $3. That's almost like 3 times under the price. So I got 2 beers. I was being an asshole on stage. I was loud and just drunk and just whatever. I was talking about my dead wiener and stuff, and I got some chuckles, and I had a few people said a good set, but I don't know, I didn't even feel it. I was just fucking being a drunk asshole, and it felt a little bit good, but you gotta be careful what you say, folks. You gotta have a little bit of moderation there, you know? So that was Wednesday night, and then Saturday night, I went to the Doylestown Comedy Cabaret with the Cookie. She had a show there. She hosted the night before. I asked her which night's better because I can't go to both because I have to get drunk to sit in the audience. And she said, okay, we'll come to the Saturday show. So we had to walk some dogs before that, of course, then go there. And thank God we were only there for about an hour. We left. There was only 12 comics, I think, on the list. There was like a shorter show. It was Memorial Day weekend. The crowd was stiff as I was going to say my wiener, but my wiener is not stiff. I would say the crowd was about as stiff as my wiener back when I was in my 20s. How about that? The good old days. But yeah, man, the crowd was really uptight. They really didn't laugh at hardly anybody. They didn't laugh at all. I don't think they came there to laugh. Maybe they're in a bad mood. Who knows? Or maybe they're all just too drunk. But it was kind of a poopy show. You guys know I know all about poop. So I sat in the back, and if I knew I was going to sit in the back, I wouldn't have brought my concoction up to Jacked. If you guys don't know what that is, that's Amsterdam vodka with vitamin water. And then I had a beer, a Yingling, and I got really drunk. And if I knew I was going to sit all the way in the back in the corner, I never would have probably had all that. But regardless, and then afterwards went to this bar called the Churchville Inn. I went to a party with the Cookie there once for, I think, her nephew. And I had these sweet teriyaki wings. And they only give you about 8 of them, but they are pretty big and meaty, like me. And I had a Diet Coke, and I got to tell you, the sauce was very sweet, a lot of sugar, but it was very good. They gave me blue cheese and ranch. I didn't even have to ask for the ranch. Time for some ranch. And yeah, there was a little drunk crowd over there. They had a karaoke thing. No one was doing karaoke, but they had some good music, and that was pretty much last night. And then Friday night, Tuesday I went to the gym. Thursday I did some errands. I went to Walmart to try to get some supplement I was going to try. And it was like fucking just a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder while I want to hear some thunder. It was just so many fucking people. I left there, went to Target, more of a Target guy. I like their bathrooms anyways. And got some stuff there. And I forgot what I ate in the area. I think I went to Chipotle, probably, most likely. And then, what did I do Friday night? Friday night I went to the gym, and I got me some Panda Express. And, folks, that's pretty much it. Like I said, as far as on the channel, as far as what's on for next week, the Cookie has her contest at Philly's Funniest. That's in Helium. And I want to say that I've not done that contest since, I think, 2017. I bombed. Everybody bombed. There was nobody there. I told myself I would never go to Helium again because they stopped putting me on their open mic list. So Wednesday night I'll probably be there, drunk in the audience. Why? I don't know, but Cynthia's also on that night. So I guess I'll go there and support some of my comedian friends. And then these other two guys who come to my open mic later in June, they're on back-to-back. So I don't even know if I want to go to that. Hopefully I don't, because I really don't want to get a habit of getting drunk to go to Helium, because they hate me over there anyways. But, folks, that's pretty much it for the week. As far as open mics goes next week, I don't know where else to go. I got nowhere else to go. I mean, maybe just go to the Royal Wednesday. Oh, yeah, Wednesday I'll be at Helium. That's it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe go to this open mic in Jersey I haven't been to in a while, or something else. But, folks, this is the first Be At Worst comedy podcast in Philadelphia. And it's your favorite podcast show that most people will not listen to. And now it's time to get to your least favorite segment, where I get my bad topical news jokes. It's time to get to the odd news. After winning a $5 million lottery, this Winnipeg man says his ex-girlfriend ghosted him. So wait, he won the lottery and she left him? I mean, maybe she's only into pork cock. There are some women like that. Junk man who frustrated neighbors who were in sightly yard for 25 years is commemorating his first country code violation by creating new fiberglass sculpture to adorn his trash-filled property. Okay. Marjorie Taylor Greene gets into an X-fight with Elon Musk's AI bot for doubting her Christian values. Yeah, that's not the Christian thing to do. Yeah. Man purchases 2-bedroom house after recycling nearly 500,000 cans in reverse vending machines. Now, I see a lot of Chinese people in my area doing this. They go inside your recycling, they steal all these cans. Maybe there's something to that. Maybe there is money in it, folks, but it's a lot of work, though. You gotta go through people's sticky trash, and you gotta walk around and carry those big things. I don't know. Hot diggity dog. Wienermobiles put on a riveting race in a Weenie 500 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yeah, you want to talk about... I was going to talk about my wiener, but not for the small talk. Yeah. Every dog is entitled to one bite. Tribunal rules denying woman $5,000. Inmate's last words before execution says, President Trump, keep making America great. That's that guy. I guess his last words were, I don't know. I was gonna go for something. I don't know whether you're pro-Trump or not. Who cares? This isn't a political podcast here, folks. Ancient law requires a bale of straw to hang from a Charing Cross rail bridge. San Jose Topgolf employees forced to work in raw sewage. An employee says, raw sewage. I guess that guy's he's on the other side of the grass, but there's something in there. There's a joke there somewhere. Indigenous Amazon tribe says New York Times story led its members being smeared as porn addicts. I mean, it's hard not to watch porn on your phone. It's like right there. A Kala woman arrested after punching officer's testicles, refusing to pay a tab at a steakhouse. Yeah, I knew she looked nuts. That's the obvious joke. She punched the guy's nuts at a steakhouse. No mistake on that one. I used that joke before. I'm running out of jokes here, folks. You do stuff long enough, you start to repeat yourself. Cargo ship crashes into a Norwegian man's backyard. Man in Norway wakes to find huge container ship in garden. Judge allows alleged AI chatbot push Florida teen to kill himself to proceed. So this kid asked the AI bot if he should kill himself, and the AI chatbot was telling him to. I knew those AI bots were dead on the inside. Yeah, something like that. Trump displays DRC visual as proof of South African genocide. Man charged with providing alcohol to a fan who fell from bleachers at a Pirates game. Yeah, well, I guess, I don't know. Nancy Mace shares nude photo of herself during White House hearing. She's got big cans, what I see from far away, and a slim figure. Stars in glamorous gowns, all from Peacock and Cannes Film Festival red carpet. One attendee Saturday. Okay, blah blah. Okay, let's do one more news site if we have anything. And once again, if the show ends early, well then, folks, that's a good thing. Could do some public freakout clips. We'll see maybe after this, depending how. An ex-Harvard Medical School morgue manager admits his role in the theft of human remains. So what did he do? So he's the guy who kills the people. He's saying, so he gets the bodies. He's the one who. Well, don't mess with that guy. Norway homeowner wakes up to find 440-foot shipwreck ground on his doorstep. A very bulky new neighbor. New York City news anchor goes into labor on the air. I guess that's the only way you can show your cunt on TV. Oh boy. Biologists engineer spiders to spin glow in red soap. Costa Rican prison officers catch a cat carrying 2 packages of drugs. I knew that fucking cat was a rat. I knew he was a snitch. Woman bitten by Australian Shepherd refused $4,000. Okay, I think I just read that. Houston man sues Whataburger for up to $1 million for putting onions on his burger. I guess that guy was crying when he found out he got the settlement. That was alright. School evacuated after student brought a grenade to show and tell. I guess we put the pin on that one. That's not bad. Well, folks, let's put the pin on this podcast. I'm not even going to bother to do public freakout commentary. Maybe I'll look it up. If I see anything I really like, I'll put it at the end of this. But that is it for the show. I would say I thank you all for listening to this, but you guys will listen for a few minutes. But anyways, I will see you folks on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go fuck yourself, Cuffy.